Squid Game Season 3, Episode 1, Breakdown. In Episode 1, Seong Gi-hun is sent back into the deadly game. But this time, he's changed. His character has shifted from cautious survivor to someone filled with ruthless aggression. Meanwhile, Hwang Jun-ho, the missing police officer, is on a mission, returning to the island to uncover the game's secrets. And here's a twist. Seong Gi-hun's old friend might still be alive. The first game? Hide and seek. 30 players per group. The blue team must find an exit and escape within 30 minutes, or stay hidden from the red team until time runs out. The red team must hunt and eliminate blue team members before time ends. If they fail, they're eliminated instead. This season starts with high tension, brutal gameplay, and serious psychological warfare. Squid Game Season 3, Episode 2. Breakdown. Episode 2 hits even harder with twists, betrayals, and emotional chaos. Seong Gi-hun's old friend is revealed to be alive, now disguised as a guard in a red jumpsuit, hiding in plain sight. The hide-and-seek game begins. Red-suited hunters pursue the blue team, but here's the twist. The blue team must collect room keys in shapes, square, circle, and triangle, to unlock the exit. Seong Gi-hun is on a personal mission to track down and kill player 388. Player 044 discovers the exit but needs all three shaped keys to open it. Player 222, a pregnant woman, goes into labor, creating one of the episode's most intense scenes. She gives birth to a baby girl, all while chaos unfolds. Player 120 collects all the keys, opens the exit, and heroically returns to help the old lady and the pregnant woman, only to be betrayed and killed by the pregnant woman's boyfriend. Meanwhile, Seong Gi-hun finds player 388 and kills him in cold blood. In a heartbreaking climax, player 149, a mother, kills her own son, player 007, to save the newborn and his mother. In the end, consumed by guilt, Seong Gi-hun attempts to end his life, but is stopped and saved by the guards. This episode is raw, tragic, and full of unexpected turns. Squid Game Season 3, Episode 3, Breakdown. In this episode, we're introduced to new VIPs. It seems that every new year, a different group of VIPs joins the game. But this time they actually participate, wearing red suits and directly eliminating players. For the first time, we see their faces fully revealed. Meanwhile, Detective Hwang Jun-ho finally locates the island where the game is happening. Player 149 confesses to Seong Gi-hun that she killed her own son in the previous round, begging him to take care of the newborn baby and her mother. In the trailer, we saw a coffin being moved toward the player's room. It's not for Seong Gi-hun, but to remove player 149's body as she takes her own life out of guilt. The police also uncover that the ship captain is secretly working for the front man, helping transport players and bodies. Next, Game 5 begins. Jump rope across train tracks. Players must cross a long train track in under 20 minutes. But here's the dark twist. The VIPs demand that even the baby must play. Seong Gi-hun, player 456, bravely carries the baby and crosses the track. Player 096 follows. But once he reaches the other end, he begins throwing other players off the track to reduce the number of survivors. The episode ends on a chilling cliffhanger as the chaos unfolds. Squid Game Season 3, Episode 4, Breakdown. The brutal jump rope game continues, and chaos erupts when player 096 gets into a deadly fight with Seong Gi-hun, player 456, and is killed in the process. Player 222, the pregnant woman, is eliminated due to a severe leg injury. But in a shocking move, the VIPs and the frontman decide the baby must continue the game under player 222's number. Insane, right? Meanwhile, the police officer discovers the boat captain's role in the game and kills him on the spot. Only 9 players remain, including the baby. They suit up for the final dinner, but there's a dark twist. Before the last game begins, the frontman announces 3 players must be eliminated by the group itself, so that only 6 can proceed. The players vote to eliminate player 125, player 222, and shockingly, Seong Gi-hun. Just then, the frontman calls Gi-hun, reveals his true identity, and offers a final twisted deal. Kill the remaining players, save the baby girl, and walk away with the prize, without playing the final game. Squid Game Season 3, Episode 5, Breakdown. The episode opens with Seong Gi-hun approaching the remaining players, seemingly ready to kill, but he chooses not to. We also get a flashback revealing that the frontman once faced a similar moment of conflict. Before becoming the game's enforcer, he was player 132 during a previous Squid Game. Meanwhile, Kang No-eul takes matters into his own hands and kills the infiltrating officer. Then, the fifth and final game begins, the Sky Squid Game. 3 massive towers, shaped like a square, triangle, and circle. Players must battle in a pushing game on top of each tower, and at least one player must fall for the others to advance. In the first round, Square Tower, player 125 is pushed and eliminated. 7 players, including the baby, move to the next tower. In the second round, Triangle Tower, player 333 teams up with Seong Gi-hun. Player 353 and player 100 are pushed off by player 333. Player 203 is killed by Seong Gi-hun during the chaos. In the climax, player 039 sacrifices himself and jumps off the tower voluntarily. This leaves just 3 players standing on the final tower. Squid Game Season 3, Episode 6, Breakdown. The episode begins with player 246, revealing the island's location to the police officer. Next, while Seong Gi-hun moving towards Circle Tower. But in a twist, player 333 demands to hand over the baby to Seong Gi-hun. Player 333 takes the baby and at the last second, Seong Gi-hun leaps across to the final tower before the bridge seals. Before the third and final game begins, Seong Gi-hun and player 333 engage in a fierce fight, ending with player 333's elimination. In the emotional climax, Seong Gi-hun sacrifices himself, delivering his last line, "We are not horses. We are humans. Game over." Player 222, the baby, is declared the winner of Squid Game. The frontman approaches Seong Gi-hun's body, takes the baby in his arms, and watches as the entire island is destroyed in a massive explosion. Later, the baby is handed over to the police officer along with the prize money. The frontman also delivers Seong Gi-hun's belongings to his daughter, including a credit card loaded with the remaining winnings from the previous game. Final twist. In a shocking cameo, Cate Blanchett appears as a Los Angeles-based recruiter, teasing the American version of Squid Game in a possible next season.